What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Coding Lab. Today in the Coding Lab, we're going to be making something very special. Okay. Have you seen those people at school bring like squishies like Neatos, stuff like that? Today, we are going to be making a virtual squishy on Scratch. Yes. What? You're going to be making your own squishy that you can squish and even add a variable that keeps track of stuff, like how many squishes you have, and then if you have enough points, you can get like a certain reward. So we're going to do that. Open Scratch. We all know this, but I have to do it for people who are joining us. Open Scratch. Then delete the Scratch tab by clicking here. Delete. Now, we're going to hover over Choose a Sprite. We're not going to click on Choose because, as you can see, if I search up cube, nothing pops up. But we can draw a cube. Now, you might be thinking, how do you draw a cube? It's three-dimensional, and you can't do it on a 2D plane. But there's a special thing you can do to make something three-dimensional, and I just discovered it. Hold down Shift, make this a square, then fill it however you desire. I'm going to make my red, because I like red. Snap it to the Canva, and if you guys are wondering why we snap it to the Canva, why? When you snap stuff to the Canva, the place where you snap it to the Canva, it gives you like a bunch of stuff to work on it. It gives you like the most space to work on. Okay, after that, we are gonna click on this again by going to here. Whoops, not that. Paste. Whoops. Copy, paste. Then as you can see, it's right here. Now as you can see, it's like a cube, but we need the lines. Okay. Go over here. The outline, there's no fill, but the outline is like the fill. So, drag a line here and here. Okay. So, apparently I just figured out you can't fill in these spaces because like there's a big gap here which are part of these triangles. But we can do something. Here's what. So, use the eyedropper tool to get the same color as the cube. Okay. So after that, you're going to want to draw a square. Whoops. Actually, make sure to remove the outline. That's important. So, as you can see, I can't draw the rectangle here. It looks kind of stupid. It looks ugly. But here's what doesn't look ugly. If I, go here, okay? Then if I use the point with a dot, after that, I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to go here. Drag this a little bit down. Then we're going to do the same thing. Because I can't see, I just have to move it. We're going to rotate this by doing this. Okay. All right. Now we're just going to use the arrow keys because your mouse is too small to actually drag a triangle. And there we have it. That is a cube. So that's a genius trick I just learned. And you can make a cube. All right. Now we are going to go back to code area. Drag a when to screen flat click block. Then after that, we are also going to drag out a initializer block. Make sure to put it to 0, 0. I personally like it there. But you don't want it, that's fine. But 0, 0 is a perfect place. That's the origin. The origin is a perfect place. Alright. So, now that we have our cube ready, let's talk about a Neato. When you squish a Neato, sometimes I like to like squish a corner and it like slowly pops up, and sometimes like to put my finger on it. It feels so satisfying. I want to try to do that. How do we do it? Well, there are two options we can do this, Nito. One of them is using the corner trick or like using the slide one. Actually, that won't work. My bad. So go to costumes, right click and click on duplicate. After that, go to eraser and erase some of this. Then duplicate it again, then erase more of it. So, then go to looks, drag out a switch costume to costume 1. Alright, so, let's say when we click on it, it'll like slowly go. So, let's see. Next costume, it goes to costume 2, right? But we wanted to start at costume 3 because that's the start. Then it'll rise back up. How do we do that? Well, here's what a trick I can do. As you know, going forwards, like costume 2 to costume 3, is like going to the next costume. But there's a trick we can do. Let's go to here. When the sprite clicks block, then after that, we are going to do a switch costume to 3. And then, when we go to costume 3 to costume 2, we can't do the next costume block because that will go to costume 1. Because it's like 1, 2, 3, then it restarts 1. But we wanted to go to 2. How do we do that? Well, we can go to switch costume to operators, drag out a minus, then go to type in 1 in the first one, go to looks, and then drag out, let's see, where is it? Costume number. This will make it. Actually, you know what? I don't even need to. So, costume number -1. Then after that, repeat loop. Let's see if 3 will work. Let's see what happens. Okay, it works, but we need to wait. So, we need a wait block. Let's see how 3 seconds goes. Okay, no. It needs to go here first. Then, instead of 3, I think 1.6 would be good. Let's see. Okay, maybe we can go like a little bit faster. Let's see 0.6 seconds. Let's see what happens. Alright, how about 1 second? Perfect. Now that we have that, we are going to go to variables and do like squishes. After that, click on OK. Then, after that, we are going to do the change my variable block by change my variable by squishes by 1. Make sure to click on the check mark because it'll show it. Delete the my variable because like that's stupid. We don't even need it. So, let's say the player makes it to like 20. Actually, no, we don't need that. Let's see what happens. Ready? Here we go. See? Every time we click on it, it'll switch. Let's also add a backdrop because that will look really cool. I think I'm going to go to patterns. Okay. Then I'm going to add in stripes. You know, it would also be cool if we had other squishies with us. So, I'm just going to do something real quick. I'm going to Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do squishes. Different Nita. Anyways, that's the end of my video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Show this to your friend because this is really cool. Anyways, bye!